Hey guys, what is good? Welcome back to a brand new video, a brand new episode of upcoming sneakers. We just came right off the back of a crazy week of literally just back-to-back releases of really popular stuff. So I understand if you guys are like, just let me get through this week, I don't want to know what's coming next week. I understand that. So of course, like always, we're going to recap some of those releases that happened earlier in the week, and of course there is quite a few going on today. And of course we're going to get into plenty of upcoming sneakers. There's some stuff that's hitting straight next week, and of course some future stuff that's kind of like leaks and rumors, but we're gonna get into all of it today. So without further ado, let's hop straight over to the iPad. Right, so probably one of the biggest releases that is happening right now out in the US is the Jordan 1 Dark Mocha. These unfortunately got delayed for us here in the EU, but of course today is Saturday and that is going on right now. So by the time you see this, it will be the day after. So any of my US watchers, let me know if you managed to get a pair. Let me know how the release was, because it might just help me out when these hit the EU. Now, for anybody here in the UK or Europe in general, we're not going to get these for at least a couple weeks. I've heard some things around the 24th or something, the 26th, but unless it's truly confirmed, I will keep you updated on that. There is a lot more stock, but demand is just crazy high on this. Speaking of sneakers that have already released, we had the Air Jordan 5 Off-White in this sale color. Again, this was a worldwide one, so we did get a chance. I haven't hit, like, there's a list, guys. There's a list of all of the sneakers that have released this week, and it is insane. Every single day has been super crazy hyped stuff, and it's mostly Nike, so there's a lot of Nike stuff. And out of that list, when I saw it at the end, I saw it this morning, and I looked at it and I was like, you know what, I haven't hit on any of those. Let me know how you guys did, and of course, let's keep it moving. Right, so this next one is kind of a follow-up from last week or the week before, but we were kind of chopping it up about the Warren Lotus Dunks, or the Warren Lotus situation at the moment, and we have a little bit more clarity on that topic. So basically, you're not gonna get your shoes. You're gonna either get a refund or you're going to get this shoe that he's putting out right here. This is kind of like your consolation for him not being able to release the actual shoe that he promised. So it's kind of like this brown colored, I mean, it still kind of looks like a dunk, but it has slightly different panels. He did put out a little press release over here. Warren Lotus Reaper, I'd like to thank the situation for leading us into the next generation of Warren Lotus. The chainsaw colorway will only be offered as a replacement to customers who ordered either the Shanklas or the Pigeon, which will never be released publicly. If you don't accept this substitution, we will refund your order. We tried to reach an early resolution with Nike, but basically complied with everything they wanted, but we believe they are making unnecessary demands in order to intimidate other small businesses from exercising their creative freedom. A lot of people are going after him and saying that they just, you know, that he's putting out fakes, he's acting like the victim, whatever. So you can decide where you want to sit on this situation, whether you kind of side with him and do believe that this is kind of a fight for the small businesses, or whether he is just someone who tried to capitalize on Nike. Whatever it is, either way, anybody who did order these shoes that he mentioned in his press release, you guys can choose whether you want the refund or you want this what are they calling it? The chainsaw colorway. So we have another colorway of the Ultra 4D. This time it comes in sale. This does look pretty clean, but again, how are you guys feeling on Ultra 4Ds, Ultra Boosts at the moment? They are putting out a lot more colorways, but it just doesn't seem to be getting as much traction. Now, this colorway does look very clean, I must admit. The color of the 4D looks really good. It kind of matches with the cream upper. So this is coming really soon, November the 5th, so literally next week. And if you are in the market, I don't know if you have any money left from October, but this is going to be a pretty clean Futurecraft 4D sneaker as far as kind of the Ultra 4D goes. I don't see that many benefits of having this 4D technology over a regular midsole. It's not like it's more comfortable. It definitely looks cooler, but are you willing to pay that much more for something just because it has this lattice design? Right, again, next week we have finally something coming real soon. The Sakai and Nike Vaporwaffle. Now, I know I had this in last week, and I think I said November the 16th. well, the dates have changed. It's a little bit sooner. So it is split up again between the EU and the US. So the US, you're getting this on November the 13th. It is coming in 2 different colorways, this black one and this kind of white with the kind of, what color are they calling that? I don't know, it's kind of, it almost looks like a magenta color, maybe a slight maroon. November the 6th here in the UK and the EU, and out in the US this is November the 13th. I'm excited for these personally. I think they look really, really good, really interesting, really different, and it's nice to see different stuff right now. I feel like, I guess because we've had so much volume in releases, it's nice to see something that's pretty different. Right, so this next one is definitely going to be a pretty huge one. I know a lot of you guys are going to be excited for this. So we have the first looks at the Trophy Room and Air Jordan 1 collaboration on this Chicago colorway. So this is actually coming right around the corner, November the 11th, even though we're only getting the first looks now. So we have this in-hand picture, so it is the Chicago kind of color blocking. Now, a few things that look pretty interesting is the upper almost looks glittery or sparkly in some way. It definitely looks a little bit strange, and I don't believe that it's just this picture here. You can also see it in this mock-up. Despite that, it does actually still look pretty clean. It does have an iced out midsole or an iced out outsole where you can see it from kind of the side angle. I'm pretty sure that is a sail midsole. It has white stitching elements around kind of where the red leather is. So it definitely has quite a few different details, and it has a little signature on the back, which I assume is the Trophy Room branding. I'm not too sure. With this up close picture, you can definitely see it's a very, very strange look to the material, almost like it's maybe not leather and it's some other material, but just has this color blocking. So as you can see, the underneath you have some red and blue stars. Of course, it's going to be limited. Of course, it's going to be very hyped. We're just going to have to wait and see. But of course, if there is any updates on this, I will let you know either in next week's episode or of course on Instagram, which again, you can go and follow me at LBellSneakers. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know in case you didn't, this is pretty cool. Right, so earlier this year we had rumors of a Jordan 1 Supreme collaboration, and now we are looking at a Dunk Low. So pretty much Supreme is, you know, the hype generator, and of course they've gone through to 2020's most hyped sneaker silhouettes, the Dunk Low and the Jordan 1. Again, this is all supposed to be releasing in 2021, and the original design or the original collaboration was obviously on the Dunk High, which has a very similar makeup with the stars on kind of the medial and lateral portions, and you're seeing something very similar to this. So we've already seen the Jordan 1, and this is the first time we're seeing the Dunk Low. So we've got some other colorways, specifically this kind of green one, this black one, this red one. So whether or not these are all going to release or whether these release at all, it does look to be like these are going to come early 2021. So I don't know if they're going to release alongside the Jordan 1s. I can't imagine that happening, or if they're going to be segmented into 2 separate releases. Either way, now you can expect some Dunk Lows to come out of Supreme and Nike. Right, so a while ago I gave you the first looks at the Ultra Boost 2021, and now we're getting some more detailed looks, which is this image here. So this looks actually pretty nice. Again, we've already seen this. We haven't seen this colorway though, and this is much more detailed. I believe we had mock-ups or something. But either way, I mean, it does kind of follow along in the footsteps of a very high performance running shoe. However, this just looks a little bit more sleek, a little bit more futuristic. Of course, it has that huge wedge style. You can see the back of that midsole is just huge. But what is interesting about this is that the Boost looks like it's a different texture. It looks like it has a little bit more of a kind of golf ball look to it. It looks a little bit different to what we've seen. Maybe it's just this image, or maybe it's just my eyes, but it kind of looks a little bit different. Or as a casual shoe, I think we can kiss those days goodbye in terms of the Ultra Boost model itself. So again, if you were looking forward to this, it being the Ultra Boost 2021, it's going to come in 2021. Right, the New Balance 327, which came out this year, I believe, because there's just been so many, I can't even remember now, but it's coming with a Levi's collaboration. This being known as kind of like one of the more popular New Balance budget shoes. I have stated in the past that this is probably my favorite under $100 sneaker for the entire year, and yes, it does still fall under that category. Now, from my opinion, I think I've seen probably the best colorways so far in terms of the ones strictly just with New Balance. This Levi's collaboration is okay, especially this gray one actually looks really, really good. This kind of blue denim one looks really, really good as well. Got this split tone one, which again was one of the introductory colorways of the original 327 in terms of they released the split tone color options. I really loved that. I never managed to get my hands on a pair, but all of these are really, really solid. They look amazing, and it's right around the corner. So if you wanted to pick up a pair of these, November the 10th is going to be the time. Right, last one up here for me today, we are going to be talking about the Yeezy 700 V3 in the safflower colorway. Now, I know we've spoke about this before, especially obviously when it first came out, but I just wanted to give you almost like a little release reminder. This is going to be releasing a little bit sooner than we thought, so November the 7th, instead of, I think it was originally supposed to come out November the 16th, or something like that. But either way, yeah, next weekend. So yes, it's a Yeezy 700 V3, and it's like the most popular Yeezy right now. Even seems more popular than 350s at the moment. But either way, this is going to be a really popular colorway because of its resemblance to the original Azrael colorway. Well, it's pretty damn clean. I quite like it. Not the biggest fan of the yellow color in the knit. However, I don't think it's enough to ruin this shoe by any means. Now, I'm not too sure if this glows. I haven't seen any images of it glowing. However, all of the other ones have been glowing shoes. Every single 700 V3 we've seen so far glows. Guys know, let me know down in the comment section. Probably going to be a pretty big release in terms of a Yeezy sneaker. But that pretty much wraps it up. I think we have gone through a decent amount. Hopefully you guys got whatever you went for today, the Mocha ones or the calcite Yeezy 380s. There's a whole story about those calcites. I was supposed to get them in for an early review, and of course I got them from StockX, so 2 weeks later and I'm still waiting on them. But either way, make sure you subscribe because that review will be coming up very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for coming through, joining me for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, thank you for commenting, and of course subscribing. I will catch each and every one of you in the next one, but until then.